Ciao e benvenuti al Tavolo Italiano. Today we'll be talking about conjugating the Italian verb stare, gender of nouns in Italian, and selecting the proper indefinite articles. Before we get started, though, it's important we cover a few ground rules in conjugating stare, gender of nouns, and selecting indefinite articles. First, as always, it's important to remember that there are always exceptions to every rule, and the conjugation of stare, as well as the gender of some nouns, are some of those exceptions. Second, it's assumed when we're talking about stare that you already understand the subject pronouns and the basic principles of conjugating in Italian. If you do not understand these, you may want to first watch a video in Lesson 2 containing Italian subject pronouns. Third, this lesson only covers the conjugation of stare in the present tense. The remainder of it is about the gender of nouns in Italian and how to select indefinite articles. Now, let's take a look at our lesson. Stare, Italian for to stay. Of course, we know, and you'll see later in later lessons, that this verb is actually used for a multitude of other things. It's used in Italian, where in English we would use the verb to be. But here we go with the conjugation. First person singular, or io, is sto, I stay. Second person singular, or tu, is stai, you stay. Third person singular, lui, lei, is sta, he or she stays. First person plural, or noi, is stiamo, we stay. Second person plural, or voi, is state, you stay. And the third person plural, or loro, is stanno, they stay. Gender of the Italian noun. In Italian, all nouns have gender. Some seem logical, like donna, which is woman, which is feminine. Others don't seem to have any logical assignment, such as montagna, mountain, which is also feminine. That's because it really doesn't have to do with the object as much as it does the grammatical assignment of a word to a specific category. My advice is to spend less time trying to figure out why something is classified masculine or feminine, and spend more time studying how to tell if a word is masculine or feminine, and what that means when it comes to how that affects using it in a sentence. We won't be covering all incidences of masculine or feminine nouns, but after this lesson you should be able to determine the gender of over 90% of Italian nouns. Gender of the Italian noun. Nouns ending in O are predominantly masculine. Esempio, bambino. Nouns ending in a are predominantly feminine. Esempio, bambina. Nouns ending in e can be masculine or feminine. While there are some patterns, some you'll just have to learn and remember. But here are a few that do follow a bit of a pattern. The following nouns are usually feminine. Those ending with ione, like stazioni or lezioni. Ice, like direttrice or attrice, or inne, as in origine or abitudine. The following nouns are masculine. Those ending with ore, such as dottori or fiore. Those ending in ere, such as cameriere or bicchiere. Those ending in ame or alle, such as temporale, catrame. In addition, some others can be either masculine or feminine and are identified by the article. For instance, il cantante, the singer, masculine, or la cantante, the singer, feminine. Il francese, the French man, and la francese, the French woman. In addition, most nouns taken from other languages are masculine. Nouns ending with a or u or e, such as città, crisi, virtù, are feminine. Nouns ending in e, such as café or té, are usually masculine. Now let's see how you do on your selection of whether you think a noun is masculine or feminine. Bambino. Do you think this is masculine or feminine? If you said masculine, you are correct. Now we'll do a few more of these in the same manner. I'll read the noun, I'll pause, and you say whether you think it's masculine or feminine, and then I'll show you the answer. Film. Masculine. Ragazza. Feminine. Cassiere. Masculine. Lezione. Feminine. Verità. Feminine. Gioventù. Feminine. Venerdì. Masculine. Crisi. Feminine. Sistema. Masculine. Autore. Masculine. As you can see, you really don't need to know what the noun means to understand if it's probably masculine or feminine. Now let's talk about the Italian indefinite article. These are the equivalent of the English words a or an that we use for phrases like I'll have an apple or I need a car. The indefinite article must agree in gender with the nouns they are used with. In other words, you have to use a masculine indefinite article with a masculine noun, and so on. Criteria for choosing which indefinite article used in Italian is for masculine nouns starting with a Z or an S plus a consonant, you use the indefinite article uno, like uno zaino or uno studente. Remember, this applies only to masculine nouns. For all other masculine nouns, you use un, like un bambino or un uomo. For feminine nouns, starting with a vowel, you use un apostrophe, so that the words slide together, such as un'autostrada or un'arancia. Remember, this only applies to feminine nouns starting with a vowel. All other feminine nouns receive the indefinite article una, such as una bambina or una donna. You never use an indefinite article in the plural. Now, let's see how you do with your selection of the indefinite article. I'll do the first one as an example. Arancia, un'arancia, un'arancia. Now you do the rest of them. I'll read the noun, I'll pause, you say the noun with the indefinite article, and I will show you the answer. Bambino. Un bambino. zaino, uno zaino, studentessa, una studentessa, studente, uno studente, donna, una donna, aeroporto, un aeroporto, ragazzo, un ragazzo, autostrada, un'autostrada, bambina, una bambina, casa, una casa. Well, there you have it. I hope you found that helpful and useful. And as always, grazie mille for visiting Il Tavolo Italiano. Remember, there's more information on this topic of Italian grammar and many, many others. All online information is always free at iltavoloitaliano.com. Grazie mille, ciao e parlo italiano.